Groucho just got a beating.
Yeah, dude. I
Got
got
smoked
fucking
harder than that Batman
lit.
did right there.
Got lit up.
dude.
He got riddled with all those Sean bullets right to your skull. What tea time in Wonderland, huh?
Knock this guy out.
So we're talking about Moon Knight. Let's move on to other Batman archetypes from Marvel. Let's just talk about Ironic Man. That's him, right?
Might be.
The man made of irony.
Yeah.
The
He's
dude,
just no fun to talk to.
the dude that is like a billionaire weapons manufacturer that decides like, I decided I don't like my weapons I've created.
I don't want my
Weapons?
weapons to kill people anymore, so I'm gonna do it myself.
I'd rather kill people myself.
Give myself a super suit of impenetrable metal.
Was there a whole lot of... I know that's the only thing I think is similar to these guys. Everything else is like complete opposite. Like the Iron
What?
Man that's depicted in at least the movies is plucky and goofy and really charming.
Yeah.
And Bruce Wayne is totally not that when he's, you know,
He's
just
charming.
typical Bruce.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Just let me kiss this
Well,
man.
that's just it. What is Batman's mask is like who Tony really is, you know? So it's like there's a difference.
Is
there.
Tony haunted by anything?
Yeah.
I think he's just haunted by the weapons he's created.
Well, there's a lot of stuff with his parents.
Yeah, but it's not really...
Because he's a superhero, so of course parents.
Parents are always a big
But-
thing, but he didn't see them brutally murdered. They died.
No, but he had he had a weird complex over his relationship with his dad.
You're right, trying to be like, I want my dad
Yeah,
to
that was a
appreciate
driving
me.
force, but also wanting to like be better. But yeah, I mean, for real, like in the comics, Iron Man was a pretty boring ass character until, you know,
RDJ.
20 years ago,
Cartoon had a pretty
15 years ago.
talk, but remember the cartoon itself? Well, fuck, just kind of sucking.
Like I would say like boring, but nothing really remarkable in his comics, with the exception of, I guess one of them has the first appearance of Thanos in it. But like that was the comic itself. I don't know if it was actually good. And there's Armor Wars, which was cool. And then there's also Demon in a Bottle, which is you know where he
Oh god.
is like become turbo alcoholic and shit. And, that's when James Rhodes takes over as Iron Man for a while before he becomes War Machine. Yeah, and until like 2007, maybe 2000, somewhere between 2005 and 2007, when Warren Ellis and Adi Granov did the Extremis story. But yeah, I mean, otherwise it was just basic, you know, I'm a millionaire playboy. That was Tony Stark.
Yep.
He started adding more elements later, obviously, but
Yeah.
you know, yeah, the millionaire is actually a playboy instead of pretending to be a playboy. Uses his money to build technology for him to use in his fight against villains. So like that's where the, you know, and also taking over the family company.
Yeah.
So that's all Batman and Iron Man share in common,
Right.
really. Butlers.
Yep, they both have butlers.
Are they British butlers, or that's the...
Yeah, Jarvis.
There. I thought Jarvis was AI. Was that just
In the movies, yeah. And the real stuff, he's their butler.
Gotcha.
None of it's real.
It's his
Bradshaw.
butler, and then
None of it's real, Bradshaw. Sorry.
Yeah, none of it's real. He's Tony's butler. That he's like the Avengers butler. Avengers Mansion.
Are there any other Marvel archetypes that are like Batman?
There's ones that are similar but very different in certain ways. Like I consider Wolverine similar.
What was that Hawk one that you're talking about, or the
Nighthawk.
Nighthawk?
Yeah.
What's his deal?
I've never really read much Squadron Supreme stuff, but he is like I said, the Squadron Supreme is basically just a purposeful like ripoff of the Justice League that were bad guys originally. So you got to have the Avengers fight the Justice League without, having to worry about those pesky rights. So I'm assuming Nighthawk will be pretty much beat for beat Batman, but let's check. So Kyle Richmond, the original Nighthawk, debuted as a supervillain in the final panel of the Avengers number 69.
Nice.
Yes. He was born to two wealthy parents, was brought up by his governess while his dad is away. When Kyle's mother died in an accident, his father sent him to boarding school. Due to his family's money, Kyle got into Graydon College, where he became involved with blah blah blah, blah blah blah. Kyle was caught in a drunk driving accident, in which Mindy was killed. He was kicked out of school, became antisocial. Let's see. Dad died in a plane crash, and he inherited Richmond Enterprises. Turned to finding a cure for his heart murmur and physically training himself. So while drunk, he concocted an alchemy serum that he found in an alchemy volume. Serum enabled Kyle to gain enhanced strength at night. He took on various sports activities to strengthen his natural abilities, where he eventually became Nighthawk. Yeah.
So like a similar training regimen like Bruce Wayne does for Batman?
Yeah. And he's a rich guy that inherited his family's business. Let's see.
Isn't that kind of like what Iron Fist did too?
That's what a lot of them do.
They inherit family businesses.
You're either a doctor, a lawyer, in law enforcement,
A kid in high school.
or a fucking rich guy that inherited a bunch of money.
And all the villains are just typical people like us that have like lived in middle class all their life and trying to like make their own way in the world, but then they get shut down by all the good guys. It's like, no, you can't do that.
No.
You're
Should have been
bad.
born rich, motherfucker.
Why you're not like me? You should have been written better.
Mhm.
It won't be long before I have an army of Titan monsters at my fingertips. Ooh, just imagine me being carried through the streets, stepping over the corpses of all those innocent citizens. It's going to be good.
Buttholes.
You need to stop this now, before it goes too far.
I'm trying to think if there's
Just Ann heroed?
At this rate, you'll never catch me.
anybody else similar to Batman. I mean, of course there's, but
I need
Oh,
to
Daredevil.
get through this mess.
Daredevil's basically Batman.
Yeah.
In fact, Frank Miller went from writing his long run on Daredevil to writing Dark Knight Returns right after that. Who else? Like I said, like similar, maybe just their cowl than have a gruff demeanor. Him and Wolverine are kind of similar in that way. They got fused together in short-lived Amalgam Comics, which was DC and Marvel heroes and villains
I remember seeing
fused
that
together
I thought that was really cool.
back in the
seeing
'90s.
Batman with Wolverine claws.
Yeah, it was Dark Claw. That was his name.
Dark Claw.
There's there was two Batman related ones. There was Dark Claw, and then which also had another one. It was Dark Claw Adventures that was done in the style of Batman the animated series, which was cool. And then there was Bruce Wayne, Agent of Shield.
Oh,
Was another one. Yeah. But
And-
like I think Bruce Wayne and Batman weren't the same in that. Like they weren't, or Dark Claw wasn't the same person.
So to wrap this all up again, we're gonna go back to superheroes and their music choices. Since Batman can't be bothered with any of that bullshit, we know for a fact
Yeah.
that Tony Stark, at least in the movies, listens to
Yeah.
AC/DC and
Yeah,
typical dad
like-
rock shit.
hard rock and early metal, AC/DC and Sabbath and shit.
Mm-hmm. What else? What do you think Moon Knight listens to? If Moon Knight, let's say Moon Knight is based in LA, just for the heck of it,
Yeah,
I think he would be like into the Chili Peps or like.
no,
What do you think he's into? Some like
weird industrial shit.
Really? Not like any like LA rap like Tupac or
No,
Snoop.
nope. Weird electronic, like dark electronic music with
Like Bauhaus?
industrial elements. Nah, Bauhaus is bitch shit, dude.
What are you thinking then?
I don't know, like I said, well, it's got some industrial qualities in it. So like, you know, some of the electronic things in like Nine Inch Nails and stuff like that. The music doesn't sound like that. That's industrial rock or industrial metal. I just mean like the digital sounds that they use in that. It's that kind of
Are they still in there?
vibe. Industrial electronic music.
Got to help them.
Stay
Gotcha.
here.
And then
Just because he just seems like that type.
the
Just
dark
weird dude.
the dark cock. What do you think he listens to?
Nighthawk? Darkhawk is someone different.
Okay.
Nighthawk. I think actually, just from
Nightcrawler.
hearing his description there as I read it, like I said, I haven't read very much of him, so I don't like know a lot about him to have like a real barometer on it. But just from reading that description,
Punk
he sounds like he likes some fucking he likes some bro rock, dude.
bro rock.
100%. Yeah. Like he'd listen to some Peps, dude. He'd listen to some Peps. He'd listen to some Nickelbacks. I'm sure.
Hear a collar go off.
Like whatever's on the radio rock type of dude.
Joker's men are all wearing the
That's what he sounds like.
I'll need to take out the operator first.
Some bro rock.
Yeah.
Stuff that bros listen to at like a beach.
Maybe. Yeah.
Pop punk or something.
Nah.
Punk.
Like I said, like I could see him listen to like Chili Peps.
Green Day.
I could see him listen. Yeah. Yep. Green Day, especially newer Green Day.
Fall Out Boy.
That might be a little too soft for him.
Yellow Card.
Too soft. No emo bands like that, you know.
The Killers.
No, they're too
The Strokes.
cool. Strokes, nope, they're too cool. Like I said, it's like
Nirvana.
yeah, he'd been into that. It's like basic bitch shit, essentially. Is what
Mighty
he'd
Mighty
be.
Boss Tones.
No, no,
Oh,
not at all.
What about Big Bad Voodoo Daddy?
God damn it.
Wee.
But basically, like
You like a violin and
the like.
Oh, speaking of Yellow Card.
remember in high school when like bros would buy like
Joker's men are
Chili Peppers t-shirts or like Sublime t-shirts or like shit like that?
Posers.
Yeah. No, but they're like dudes like the bands that are on the t-shirts those guys wore is what Nighthawk listens to.
So the
So like
the
I said, like
bands.
Chili Peps, fucking
Okay.
Sublime, and fucking, you know, that stuff.
What about the Shags?
Nirvana. No, too cool.
Are you kidding?
Joker once.
Too cool, dude.
Do you even know who the Shags are, dude?
Nope.
Okay. I'm
It's
gonna have
too
to
cool
introduce you to the Shags, and what we call alternative non-music.
Oof.
It's
Huh.
it's the type of music that I'm kind of into, just because the fact that you can't describe it as music because it's like
I was gonna say,
incoherence.
is this music in quotation marks?
Yes, which is
So more like is
It's
it more like
more interesting.
soundscape stuff or
no,
like
it's more. No, there's somewhat of a plan behind it, but it doesn't work out the way you'd think it's planned. I don't know. I'll introduce you to it.
I'm
It's
both
great.
interested and horrified.
It's typical like
That's the
Wesley
idea.
Willis style stuff, you know.
That was actually a song though.
I know, but these are like it's in the same vein. It's in the same vein as Wesley Willis and like Daniel Johnston and things like that.
Okay.
So we'll
So
listen
it's,
to
it's
some.
not as weird as I
We'll listen to
thought it
some
was.
Shags, and
Alright.
we'll be back with more Batman. Bye.
Goodbye.
Next week, the dynamic duo versus the bookworm.